Kyle Anderson, and Rudy Gobert. Scott Foster, Ray Acosta, Andy Nagy are officials tonight. The Grizzlies have it in blue, and we're off and running in Minneapolis. Here's Morant, who had the last bucket for Memphis. Just waiting to hear his name announced as an all-star for the second time. Seems like a sure thing.
I think you're right.
Puts a jolt into the target center here in the opening moments. Wow. Oh, they're still buzzing as Morant goes to the floater. At the age of 21, former #1 overall pick. Inside, it's Gobert. His first attempt won't go.
Well, transition defense a must for Minnesota. Memphis so good at changing into the floor. Great slip right there by Gobert. And
first bucket of the night for Rudy Gobert, who averages 13 points a game. We'll get into his impact here in Minnesota after that blockbuster trade over the summer. And he's celebrating the left hand after the shot.
It's like all lefties, they always go left.
It feels that way.
You never see them go right at all.
Anderson pushes ahead to Russell.
The three-point shooting of Memphis, can they get going and knock down some shots to create some open opportunities in the paint?
Memphis came and took it away from Rudy Gobert. Zaire Williams with the steal. Brooks is in transition. He'll try another three. And he's a big reason. A lot of what Memphis wants to do offensively is at the rim, just like that. He's driving. He's setting up other folks for lobs. Brooks has it. Grizzlies trying to end a 4-game losing streak. Final stop on a 5-game trip. This team realizes, or has to learn maybe, that after winning a first-round series against these Timberwolves last year, they're no longer a secret. Everybody knows who the Grizzlies are. And Edwards now with 8. Including, if you're just with us, a monster dunk on Jaren Jackson Jr. in the first quarter. And you guys both feel like maybe that's not the case these days?
Not like the old days, man.
Gobert, that's going to be basket interference. It was bouncing around.
Outplaying in terms of effort. I think there's a little bit harder effort from the Timberwolves, but I think the second half, the bigs, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Clark, have to step up and get more action for their team.
Gobert with the block offense.
At ease, and not just Edwards, but multiple guys. So the Grizzlies defense is going to have to do a better job of
no transition opportunity available to them. Morant down to Clark. Over Gobert. Back brings it. The big fella comes down with it. And for years, that Utah team was always among the leaders in offensive efficiency. Great offensive teams under Quinn Snyder with Gobert.
You got to see it, see if it can work, and obviously health is the utmost importance.
Well, let's be honest. After what they gave up to bring him in, they're committed to it. for better or worse.
Exactly.
And he's now got 15. 13-point margin for Minnesota. Memphis nearly turned it over. Gobert with the block. Jackson defended by Knight, and that's a foul. And Jaren Jackson Jr. gets to the free throw line.
So maybe I should have waited and I would have had a deal.
Come on, Grant. That's last year's price.
That was the beginning of the season price.
You heard Fat Joe. That's last year.
That's true.
Morant. Oh, the hang time.
Loses with 4 in a row. All of that following an 11-game winning streak. Noel. Pass to Gobert. Third time's a charge.
Just don't bounce it. Ty Jones, the Minnesota native, can't connect. Noel. Penetration. Gobert hung up by Roddy, and a quick second foul for David Roddy. The French national team would post him up occasionally. Well, it's just not something he's done in the NBA very much.
He was able to pay on that stage. Hasn't seen a lot of that, though, in the NBA with Utah and here now in Minnesota.
Just his 27th game of the year.
And I like his game. I like what I've seen from him. He moves well, he has good size, shooting the ball. Well, this road swing that they've been on, the games that they've lost, they've poor shooting from the free throw line.
That's been a problem for all season. They're the worst free throw shooting team in the league. So.
And Matt, that was a great defensive possession. You just have to end it correctly, getting the rebound. But
each with a home win so far. Here's Jones. And 5 minutes to go. He may well raise that average before it's all said and done. Morant takes on Gobert. Bounced off him. Gobert will pick up the foul, and Morant will have a chance. Give them a little more leash and see if they can come up with something here late. Up top, it's Gobert out of the break. Clark switches out onto him. McDaniels from the free throw line, front rims it, but it bounces right back to Anderson. And what do they call at the rim? Hoping for a miracle in Minnesota on a frigid night. Brooks to cut into it. No. 25 points on the night so far. Anderson. One-on-one against Clark. Mid-range, no. Gobert keeps it alive. Oh, the drop off to McDaniels.
Our digital replay lead tonight. Jaren triple out of the corner. Jaren will try one more time, and that's it. Minnesota wins it 111-100.